life is a beautiful thing, right? And we all have to remember that. There are people out there who see life through this lens of negativity. People who see this life through eyes of, doubt or insecurity. And in all honesty, there's no reason to. There's no reason to. Some of us, a lot of us in this world, right, do it because we don't have anyone else to talk to about it. A lot of people out there in the world, they sit there and say that, well, their life isn't worth anything because, of people's opinions of them. And that's really not a way to look at life. If you are pushing through something, if you're going through something, it's best that, you understand that, all of that, everything is temporary. Everything in this life is temporary. It's not something that, change doesn't happen overnight. I mean, long-lasting change doesn't happen just overnight. And even that in of itself is circumstantial, right? So understand that life's important. Understand that your life is important. Understand that the people around you care about you. And, if you're in a circumstance where the people who are around you don't, or you think that, they don't care about you, then, you can always find people who do. Don't discredit yourself because of, other people's opinions of you. And a lot of people have trouble with that. In all honesty, I wish everyone who sees this the best. But, I just hope that you take into account if you're going through something that, sure, what happened to you or what happened to other people around you because of, an action you did or something like that, it sucks. But at the end of the day, right, either you can change or you can let the people around you change you. Or, you change your outcome. Figure out what it is you want to do it, pursue it, and continue through it. And, don't let other people get in your way of that. That's very important, right? Because once you start taking in other people's opinions, right, that aren't, completely rooted in the truth, then you have an issue. You have an issue, right? And, you have to solve it. And, sometimes it takes patience, other times it takes resilience and urgency, right? But, you have to understand that, you have to think about it, have a cool head about it, continue through it, and, whatever you're going through, just change. Don't let it affect you in a negative light. Don't let it push you down when it can lift you up. I know that's harder to say sometimes, when I'm not particularly going through, certain circumstances that other people are going through, right? But our pain, our suffering is something that will be looked at and almost, in a way, be happy about, you know, because it's like it makes us better people, right? You can't live life without trials and tribulations, and you can't live life without suffering. And you sit there and say, oh, well, that's unfortunate. Why do we have to do that? Why do we have to live this life like this? Well, you're not going to grow through what, the good times. A lot of people rarely do. You know, um, and your pain isn't something that you should be ashamed of or wary of. It's something that can help you grow mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And we all have to take that into account. We all have to understand that we live life through our trials. We live life through our pain. And think about it, when you're down the road and you're past all that and you've improved, then, there's nothing really to worry about, is there? Not a single thing.